Florida, boys. So it's like the first week of February. Just look at that view, bro. Absolutely love Florida. It's by far like one of my favorite spots I've ever been, and I get to live here, which is just absolutely amazing. Like, no winters, but it's been a little bit cold, and very low motivation, kind of low stress. So I want to kind of talk about how I handle stress, as an entrepreneur, right? If you don't know me, my name's Gage. I own Peak Exterior Pros, one of Bradenton's top window cleaning companies, and we also do permanent LEDs. But also do TikTok shop, and I trade. So I have 3 major endeavors I've been focusing at getting better at, and it's been a lot. A lot of people focus on one thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think if you want to excel to a new level, you kind of run out of leverage at a point. For instance, like my window cleaning company, I can only scale so fast, so quickly. It just depends on employees, time management, equipment management, and your service area. Versus like if I add on other stuff like TikTok shop, I have trading, I have those other incomes with it, and I can almost 3x my progress as an entrepreneur if I can just, elevate in those avenues. So managing those 3 things can be almost like a pain if you make it. But it's very important that you know how to manage your time. So I'm going to share a couple things that's kind of helped my stress strategy when it comes to these things. So when I do stock trading, I trade market open, but at nighttime, that's when I kind of do not only my back testing, but I also work on different strategies, and I work on a lot of psychology behind it, right? Because I mix it, right? I'll trade with a broker, and then I'll also trade with just paper trading. So it really just depends on how the market's moving. If I don't feel comfortable to take a trade, like an actual trade, I'll just do paper trading, and just work on my craft, work on my strategy, and just push from there. But, that view's crazy. As I start to scale more, I've learned that, emotions are in any avenue, right? When I knock doors, there's emotions there. Realistically, it's just a normal human on the other side, but mentally, you struggle with it, right? Same with stock trading. Realistically, it's just a chart, but at the same time, if you don't manage your psychology on the charts, you'll crash out, right? Stress is by far the number one thing that's going to build you, but at the same time, it will break you if you let it. So when I get stressed, number one, I do this. I get out in nature. It's the most important thing. Through business, you go through the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, and there's nothing you can do about it. 1 second, some days, I feel like I'm on top of the world, right? I'd smack a trade, shop's doing good, I rip and peak. Other days, not so much. Maybe shop only generated me a little bit of income, bageled, it happens. But the most important thing is to find a floor of consistency. Find your floor of consistency that allows you to still make progress on the days when you don't feel good, right? So for me, even if I, for instance, have a bad day at peak, I still go home and I focus on the things I can control. The branding, what I post, how many inputs I'm doing, how many doors I knock, how many emails I send, how many cold calls I make. Those are the things I can control. What I can't control, like today, I had this one woman, she wanted the service, like I knocked her door, she was like, yeah. She's like, just go around, count it up, let me know the price. I did, and she sat there and she told me over and over, she's like, I love exactly what you're doing, this and that, and I'm a pretty good closer. Like, I'm not bad at all. And so I'm like, oh, I got this. She's like, let me talk to the husband. So I did what I could do, introduced myself, I shook his hand, I showed him what we were going to be working on, and I explained to him the service. I built so much value. Like, I genuinely felt like I built so much value, and he just would not say yes no matter what. I re-looped him probably 5 times. Like, I didn't want to ruin that, like, you know, interaction, but I wanted that job so bad. And I went, like, I didn't really drop price, but I just knew I wanted it, and it still didn't work out. That's going to happen in business, but you must keep pushing forward. That's the biggest thing. Like, even if you feel like nothing's working, it is working, you're just not working hard enough. And that's how you manage your stress, is just by working harder. Because if you can work harder during your stressful periods, that's when you make the most progress, right? Because if you are so stressed to the point where you can't focus, then you just need to detach for a little bit. Go on a walk, go to the gym. That's why the gym plays such a big part in my day-to-day life, because it is just by far, like, it's a staple. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of the best, like, grounding moves I can have, because I know every single day, regardless, I get to show up to that thing, and it's a constant. Like, I improve every single day. Same thing with trading, right? Every single day, I get better, regardless. It doesn't matter, you know, what happens in the market. Even if I lose, I still choose to get better, because I push past that inconsistency of progress, right? Push past the stress, work even harder, and that's how you guarantee that it builds you into a better entrepreneur. The same way that if you had a son, you would want him to endure hard times, is why God is doing the same thing he's doing to you. Always keep that in mind. Don't let it get to you, and just continue to push forward. And I promise you, you'll get everything you've ever wanted. It's on the other side of your consistency and just your uncomfortability to be uncomfortable. So, love you boys. We out. Make sure to subscribe so you see more videos like this. Peace.